who are like closer, they're like really, um, they're gonna start like pulling on your, pant legs and like on your shirt and like inside your pockets and just like really, really trying to get in there and like kind of swarming you.
So I'm gonna take like a good handful of 20 copper coins and just like throw them as hard as I can behind me, and then just run.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So as you run off, you like feel your pockets, and they haven't actually made off with any of your stuff yet. And they do turn, like they see the glint of silver, and they kind of all just swarm, and you can see them like yelling and cheering. Like a couple of them who are like slower kids that uh, wouldn't really be able to get the silver that you threw. They like still try to follow you, but at this point you're like getting into the nice neighborhood, and there's like an armed guard who is just like sitting on the street corner as you come around a bend, and there's like nice houses that are made out of brick instead of wood, and they have like tiled roofs. And as you get like turn the corner, like the urchins they just stop like right on the at the edge of that street, and the guard doesn't like bother you in any way, but the urchins clearly are not like risking going past these guys. They're just uh, they just stop there as you head in.
Have we seen very many adults along the way?
Yeah, there's been a collection of other people there, and people are just kind of going about their business. No one seemed to even care that these urchin kids were following you around. Uh, there were like a couple kids when you first gave them the copper that kind of like smirked and chuckled to themselves a little bit, and like when you threw a bunch of silver, like some of the adults you could see were
I
like,
I threw copper, not silver.
oh sorry, we
Just
just just retcon that right now.
yeah,
You don't need to spend 2 gold on this. Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah, so when you throw like a bigger pile of copper, some of these adults are like some of them were like kind of approvingly like, okay, yeah, and some of them were like, no, not this again. But they're all just they're just doing their own thing. They don't, it's a large enough town that you draw a little bit of attention, but they don't care that much about you. And like I said, now you're kind of in the nice area of town, and here, once you go like a block in, these nice houses are all like in pretty like I said in good condition. They're like well maintained. They're nice houses, and the people who are walking here are all well dressed. You can tell it's a smaller area of town, but they also have people just kind of sitting out on their front porch basically, and um, they've been so they're just kind of like hanging out and watching. And there's also like a message board, like 4 houses in, so like not even a full block, just like a little ways in. The first 4 houses are actually more like shops. They're like you could tell they were nice houses, and now they've been put into like high end shops. That's kind of like a buffer zone where people don't want to live, like next to the other side of town, basically. Um, and yeah, so that's where you are. You get to this message board, and you see there's a variety of different signs. And if you're interested in ones that pay 10,000, there's a couple options that give you that range of payment here. So let me just bring this up here. So there's basically this. It's like a nice message board. It's like you can tell this is a setup for the purpose of other people, like not the people who live here, but other people to like come in, see the jobs, and maybe go and take care of something. So uh, there's a poster that's up there, and it's like professionally printed. It's not like a handwritten poster. Most of these are all kind of professionally done. Like someone went to a print shop to make these little signs here. The first one you see, I assume you're going to kind of read this board. Uh,
yeah.
so the first one you see there is mentions that they need somebody to go and clear out a mine. That it's a gem mine, and that a small dragon, and it has small like triple underlined small dragon has kind of taken over residence in this mine, and they would like you to go clear it out, get the dragon out of it, and you can have whatever he's acquired in its hoard there. But of course, ownership of the mine will stay with the people who actually own it in town. And it has like an address of who to talk to there, what you can do with that. And that one, it says like estimated hoard, and you can see like it originally said 5,000 gold, and later someone came by and they didn't like cross it out and write over it. They like took another piece of parchment and like pinned it over that with another printed line that said 7,000, and then like that is still also covered up with another like pinned over piece that says 11,000 gold, for like the estimated amount of money that they think you'll get back from here. And then it has like a little asterisk after that that's like hoard contents not guaranteed. Then you have another poster, and that one says that there is a necromancer who lives outside of town, and they want you to go kill him off because he is, turning the dead, who, not that people are not dying in town here. People who go outside town and die, they're being taken up by this necromancer and turned into zombies and skeletons, and they want you to take care of that guy and eliminate him. You see that the reward on that is 14,000 gold if you want to go take care of that. You also see, like, those are the two biggest jobs that are there, but there's a collection of smaller jobs. Notably, as you kind of scan over this message board, there's like 8 posters for missing children, and each of those pay like 1,000 to 2,000 gold if you can reclaim like the child of one of these people.
So can we like just grab a copy and like pull it off the board to have it for later uses, like for the missing children, or are we just expected to kind of just memorize?
Yeah, like if you want to, if you want, you can take a poster off the board. Is there a certain one you want to take, or what do you want to do?
I want to take all the missing children one.
Yeah. As you start to pull, like, they're like pinned onto the board, and as you start to take the pins off and pull them off, the guard, who's like a couple houses down, he like kind of coughs loudly, and says like, "Hey, what are you doing over there? Leave those alone." And you can try to steal them if you want to.
Yeah, that wouldn't turn out well at all.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just leave them up
You
there.
just kind of like repin the ones.
Yeah.
But you do notice that like at the bottom of the message board, every poster is like has a name on it, and there's like little business cards basically at the bottom in a stack. And so any of these people you want to talk to, you could certainly take their business card, go to wherever it says to talk to them, and kind of figure out what you want to do from that.
Okay, yeah, then I'll take a business card from each of the missing children.
All right, so you have a stack of names, basically that have missing children that you'll know, which I'll have to figure out how I can somehow generate this for you.
I'm going to take the card for the necromancer.
Okay.
Just for
Yeah.
later use.
Yeah, the necromancer one, it says on there, you need to talk to. There must be a way I can easily create this. Okay, so like the necromancer card, you had to talk to a man named Udio, and I can probably somehow make this visible to you. It's UDIU. Let's see. I'll just make it so all players can see this. I don't know what this is going to do if I make it like this. I think you'll all be able to see this somehow. I don't understand how to type on this.
I'm gonna go get some water real quick.
Sure. Here we go. Okay, so Udio, says to go see him at the slave pits. You can see him and talk to him about the job that he has available.
Is that made visible or?
Yes, I think it should. Let's see here. Let's see. Click that. Does that show it to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
select
that-
the owner who wants you to deal with the necromancer.
Yeah. So at least have that in your journal or whatever. I don't know how this is going to show up, but
It shows up under characters.
good. And let me just see the other one. No, stop it.
Did that necromancer on the message board have multiple cover-ups of the price too? Like
No, the
increasing
necromancer.
price.
He just had like one set price that he gave, which I guess I didn't put on there. I think you guys can probably keep notes somehow on your own character sheet too, if you wanted to. I'm guessing.
I mean, I guess under like bio and info.
Yeah, we could just include it in bio and info, or have like a text file on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. You have to figure out how to, have places you can type your own stuff too. I think you should be able to edit your own character stuff at least, but I don't know how this, how clear that's going to be.
I mean, can you give us like the ability to create journal entries, or would that be too confusing?
I don't know if I can get you that ability. I don't think I can. At least I don't see an option for it. If there is, you'll have to. Now I can make it so you can edit one of them. So I could make it so you could edit. That might be confusing too. I guess I can copy it all into my GM notes area, and then you could write anything you want in the other part of the area. I don't know.
I mean, you could create like a character with like our name and then log,
I mean, you can
and
also.
then we could just type it as a log.
I think you could add stuff on your own bio and info box, if you want to just
Yep.
add stuff there.
You can.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can do that.
Let's see this, and then if I go on here. Sorry, what did I say this value of the necromancer was? Did I say 14,000?
You said 14,000.
Okay. I'm just going to add that so I don't have to keep it in future. Okay. And then the other guy that you've seen is, well, you haven't seen him, but make this visible to everybody. Okay. Jabru, he is the guy who is listed as wanting you to take care of the mine with the dragon, and I probably messed this up now. I guess he's only said 12,000.
And on that sign, there were multiple reprints. Were they all in the same font? Were they in different fonts?
Oh yeah, the one for the dragon mine.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like he went and professionally got done the same thing like over and over again, and he just like had him do a little banner to like pin over his sign. So that when you look at it, like the top is pinned and the bottom was loose, so you could kind of just like flip through them and see like the progression of this guy's estimated hoard. But yeah, that's what he's looking at. So if you want to go talk to any of these people, you can talk to them.
So what's the dealio with the missing children?
The missing
Since
children.
I grabbed 1 through 8.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have, like I said, basically you had 8 different signs about missing children, and each of them basically just has the same kind of format of, so-and-so is missing, and they have like, you can see it's like a pencil sketch, that's basically been done, and then, or it's not really a pencil sketch, it's actually like a wood